Para sa panibagong taon ng kaalaman at inspirasyon, ang Layag Weekly Waves ay magbabalik para sa ikalawang yugto. Sama-sama nating pagnilayan ang mga kwento ng tagumpay, hamon at pagbabago na nagbubuklod sa ating komunidad. Abangan ang mas makabuluhang talakayan at mas makulay na paglalayag.
Magandang araw mga suking tagapanood. Inihahandog ng DILG Local Governance Regional Resource Center 9 ang Layag Weekly Waves. Ang Layag Weekly Waves ay isang lingguhang recap ng mga balita, aktibidad at programa ng kagawaran na naglalayong magbigay ng mahalagang impormasyon at inspirasyon para sa ating pamayanan. Ngayong ikalawang yugto, mas pinaganda at pinaigting ang ating layunin na maging kaagapay ninyo sa paglalayag tungo sa kaunlaran. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, 𝗪𝗏𝗪, Information System Analyst 3 mula sa Project Development and Management Unit. Samahan niyo po ako sa ating recap ng mga kaganapan ngayong linggo. At para simulan ng ating paglalayag, narito ang recap ng mga aktibidad na isinagawa ng kagawaran sa nakaraang linggo.
Project evaluation on the proposed project under PCF SGLGIF 2024. PDMU 9 validated proposed SGLG projects in 11 SGLG 2024 passer municipalities in Zamboanga del Sur from February 3 to 7, 2025, ensuring alignment with development priorities and monitoring locally funded projects. Orientation on the 𝗥𝗘𝗘𝗡 information system. An orientation on 𝗥𝗘𝗘𝗡 information system was conducted to enhance the understanding and utilization of the platform for effective program implementation. Action planning on the issuance of CARs and OFIRs from the QMS Assessment Committee FY 2024. An action planning session was held on February 4, 2025 to address findings from the issued corrective action report and opportunities for improvement. MOA signing for local legislative tracker and HRIS. LGU 𝗟R𝘆 𝗪𝗪 sealed a MOA with DILG IX on February 4, 2025 to adopt digital systems for improved governance. Peace Covenant signing. A peace covenant signing was held to reaffirm the commitment of stakeholders to peaceful and orderly governance. Legworking with the DILG Foundation Inc. LGRRC 9 conducted a legworking activity in Isabela City to explore a potential partnership with the DILG Foundation Inc. for local governance, peace building, and capacity development initiatives. Sports and Wellness Wednesday. Employees of DILG 9 engaged in friendly matches of patintero and 𝗟𝘅 during weekly Sports and Wellness Wednesday on February 5, 2025, fostering teamwork, agility, and camaraderie. Orientation and Student Internship Program. 5 student interns from 𝗟𝘅 State College taking up BSIT commenced their hands-on training in IT support and digital governance. A deepening session on social protection and sensitivity. A deepening session on gender sensitivity and inclusivity in local governance was conducted, emphasizing strengthened gender-responsive policies and alignment with the SGLG criteria. First Regional Statistics Committee 9 virtual meeting. The Regional Statistics Committee 9 convened with first regular meeting for CY 2025 on February 7 via Zoom, tackling with regional's economic performance, 2024 accomplishments, and key statistical updates.
Ngayon naman, ating silipin ang mga aktibidad mula sa iba't ibang bahagi ng rehiyon sa segment na News from the Field.
Hi, mabuhay. This is Blessed Christian Metelio, your local government operations officer from the Department of Interior and Local Government, Zamboanga Sibugay, bringing you the updates and the highlights for this week's Layag Waves. Stay tuned as we dive into the stories and developments shaping our province, all the way from the beautiful province of Zamboanga Sibugay.
On February 5, 2025, DILG Diplahan led a benchmarking activity at Barangay Tinimpungan for the top-performing barangays in the municipality, where Punong Barangay Winnie Bakay welcomed all participating secretaries, to explore and learn from the 2023 regional LTIA winners' best practices, including the venue preparation for mediation. On February 4, 2025, DILG 𝗟𝘆𝗴 participated in the first quarter joint meeting of the MADA, MPOC, and the 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗃𝗏 at the Municipal Gymnasium in 𝗟𝘆𝗴, Zamboanga City, where discussions focused on the peace and order updates from the PNP, AFP, and PCG, public safety reports from MHO and BFP, and the updates of the drug cleaning operations and barangay anti-drug efforts. On February 6, 2025, DILG Diplahan joined the monthly meeting ng Liga ng mga Barangay Diplahan Chapter at the Tropical Resort Diplahan, Zamboanga, Sibugay, to orient the 22 punong barangays of the upcoming Barangay Drug Cleaning Program orientation, LTIA benchmarking activities, semestral registry compliance, COMELEC resolutions with Officer Marilu Yu, and the barangay election obligations, while MLGO Mijares highlighted the annual accomplishment and the 6 barangays were awarded for the outstanding performances. On February 4, 2025, a DILG 9 representative attended by the RPMC-9 Special Field Monitoring Visit at the Zambo Eco Zone in Sitio San Ramon, Talisayan, Zamboanga City, where Chairman and Administrator Dr. 𝗟𝘆𝗪 𝗪𝗃𝗏𝗪 provided a briefing on its operations, development plans, and key projects, including the proposed San Ramon New Port, the Asian Halal Center, Zambo Eco Zone Highlands, and the West Corporate Center. On February 6, 2025, the Titay Interagency Monitoring Task Force held a special meeting at the DILG office in Titay, Zamboanga, Sibugay, to finalize documents for the uploading in the SC-FLG-KMS before the February 9 deadline. On February 7, 2025, Titay NPS, in coordination with COMELEC, spearheaded a peace covenant signing event for the 2025 midterm election, bringing together local candidates, PNP, AFP, DILG, COMELEC, DepEd, and representatives from religious and private sectors for a unity walk, candlelighting, pledge recitation, and the signing of the commitment to peace.
That's it for this week's edition of Layag Waves. This is Blessed Christian Metelio. Until next week, stay connected and don't forget to do it like Sibugay.
LGRRC Moses Tingal Ayay from DILG Zamboanga del Norte presenting to you this week's ganaps for DILG News from the Field. The Provincial Interagency Monitoring Task Force coaching session for the Child-Friendly Local Governance Audit was conducted last January 30, 2025 at the Provincial Social Welfare Development Office of the PLGU Zamboanga del Norte. Provincial Director Oliver B. Umbos, COSD, and Ali Del Rio, Program Manager Green Anthony Abalos, Administrative Assistant for 𝗥𝗏𝗚 and Porfirio Zapatos, participated at the National World Neglected Tropical Diseases Day of the Provincial Health Office last January 30, 2025 at the Plenary Hall of Zamboanga del Norte. Information Systems Analyst 𝗟R𝘆 𝗪𝗃𝗏𝗪 attended the Human Resource Information System or HRIS orientation and demonstration at Rizal Gymnasium last January 30, 2025. LGRRC ORGA and AYAI attended the PPDO sessions for CPD regular monitoring last January 30, 2025 at the PPDO office of PLGU Zamboanga del Norte. DILG DIPOLG team headed by Sherry Carlota Matchutes attended and conducted the POC meeting for DIPOLG City last January 30, 2025 at the DIPOLG City Hall, Zamboanga del Norte. The DILG Zamboanga del Norte conducted its first provincial CFLGA coaching last January 31, 2025 at the Plenary Hall of Zamboanga del Norte. Cluster Head Annabella Hatiko and LGRRC Moses Tingal Ayay along with ADAS to Siegfried Ikaw conducted the Local Legislative Awards review for results from last year's audit. last February 2, 2025, as this is an initiative for Cluster 1 of DILG Zamboanga del Norte to advertise the local legislative tracking system. A MOA signing between LGU 𝗟𝘆 𝗪𝗲𝗄 and DILG Region 9 on the local legislative tracking system and the e-government human resource information system was conducted last February 4, 2025 as attended by Regional Director Paizal 𝗟𝘆 Mr. 𝗟RD-𝗘𝗘𝗡, PD Oliver Umbos, 𝗥𝗘𝗘𝗘𝗡, and MLGUO of 𝗟𝘆 𝗪𝗲𝗄, Pinyan, Mutya, and Sibutad. PD Oliver B. Umbos was interviewed by broadcasters from Wande Radio on the basis for election campaigning rules and regulations last February 4, 2025 at the DILG Zamboanga del Norte Provincial Office. A deepening session for the SGLG 2024 results for the governance area under social protection and sensitivity was attended by Cluster Head Pakibot, LGO2 Ayay, and Rizal Mancinades Adasa last February 6, 2025 at the DILG Regional Office Conference Room. The Barangay Council for the Protection of Children Capacity Building Seminar was conducted by the MSWDO of Rizal Zamboanga del Norte as attended by Cluster Head Annabella Hatzico and of course the MLGO of Rizal Lennon Marco Ramos last February 5 to 6, 2025 at Rizal Gymnasium, Zamboanga del Norte. An orientation for the immersion students of Andres Bonifacio College Incorporated and Zamboanga del Norte National High School was conducted by LGO06 and Program Manager Glenn Anthony Abalos, LGO2 Orga, and LGO02 Ayay last February 7, 2025 at the DILG Zamboanga del Norte Provincial Office. That's it for this week's ganap. Stay tuned for more as we keep transcending ang matino, mahusay at maaasahang kagawaran para sa maunlad at mapagkalingang pamahalaan. Once again, this is LGO2 Moses Tingal Ayay from DILG Zamboanga del Norte and this week's News from the Field.
Maayong hapon, I am 𝗟R𝘆 a student intern at DILG from MSU IIT's Department of Political Science. Join me as I take you through this week's ganap sa field.
LGRRC Patrick Adam Bunga and LGRRC Mariel Arandela discussed the barangay-based institutions or BBIs as part of the 2-week community support program White Area Operations or the CSPWAO refresher reorientation training for the selected military personnel before their deployment to Task Force Zamboanga City. The training aimed to refresh and enhance their knowledge and skills in conducting CSPWAO. Local government units across the province engaged in a series of pivotal activities this week, tackling everything from budget preparation. MLGO Bernante was also present at the regular coordination meeting on Monday, discussing the Seal of Good Local Governance or SGLG pre-assessment schedules with LGU department heads. The meeting further discussed upcoming programs, projects, and activities for February 2025. On February 4, the Municipal Local Project Monitoring Committee or LPMC of Dimataling convened, discussing the roles and functions of LPMC, the forms to be used in project monitoring, and the updated list of national and local funded projects, ending with an approved LPMC action plan that outlined a clear strategy for implementation throughout 2025. In another development, LGU Tambulig successfully convened its first quarter joint meeting of the Municipal Peace and Order Council and the Municipal Anti-Drug Abuse Council on Wednesday, February 5, held at the Municipal Building, Tambulig, Zamboanga del Sur. Key stakeholders gathered to discuss peace and order initiatives, strengthen anti-drug efforts, and enhance collaboration among stakeholders in ensuring the safety and security of the municipality. For this week, DILG Dinas further highlighted meetings and sessions carried out in the municipality. The municipality's Field Operating Unit conducted its staff meeting for the month of February 2025 to disseminate updates on the latest directives and other relevant concerns to the personnel. Furthermore, the said DILG discussed the LGC provisions on vacancies during a barangay session at 𝗟𝘆𝗴 following a vacancy that arose due to the untimely passing of a barangay kagawad. Meanwhile, in its continued efforts to strengthen local governance, DILG 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗪𝗃𝗏 joined Barangay Poblacion Session last February 4 to promote transparency and effective public service. On February 7, the said agency participated on a joint council meeting addressing peace and order, anti-drug efforts, and disaster management. Discussions focused on policy compliance, crime prevention, and community safety, reinforcing the agency's commitment to good governance. As part of its initiatives, DILG Dumingag led the first quarter Gender and Development Focal Point System first quarter meeting on February 4, discussing past and future programs, Women's Month activities, and initial 2026 planning. On February 6, the child-friendly local governance audit team finalized data for submission. The agency also facilitated a 3-day basic life support seminar enhancing the skills and healthcare of MDRRMO personnel. Meetings were also held regarding the child-friendly local governance audit, or CFLGA, across multiple municipalities. DILG Dimataling Field Office conducted its second round of the CFLGA data encoding and validation. Similarly, DILG Dinas and DILG Pagadian held a special CFLGA core meeting to discuss CFLGA submission and finalization. DILG Pagadian City Field Office further organized a workshop on the submission of Kalinisan Report and Governance Performance Tracker. To cap it off, an orientation was conducted by the DILG Gipos Field Office, together with 𝗟𝘆𝗴 𝗪𝗃𝗘𝗡 and the Barangay Secretaries of Gipos. The event, held on February 5, focused on the Lupong Tagapamayapa Incentives Awards.
And those are the highlights for this week's Ganap sa Field. For more news and updates, follow us on our official Facebook page, DILG Zamboanga del Sur. #ZSOR Pass the Limit.
Hello, buenos dias. Welcome to DILG Layag Weekly Waves. Updated on the latest news, programs, and events from the Department of Interior and Local Government.
DILG personnel took part in the tree planting activity at the Barangay Talon-Talon on February 2, 2025. City Director Gina Jean Vanyoy was invited to the Barangay Malagutan for an interagency meeting to resolve concerns of complainant regarding the obstruction of Vecinal Road on February 4, 2025. On February 4, LGRRC Juncillo attended the Kadiwa ng Pangulo K&P program para sa Masaganang Bagong Pilipinas at Department of Agriculture, Regional Office 9. To enhance the knowledge of the Lupon Tagapamayapa of the barangays on Katarungang Pambarangay Guidelines, City Director Vanyoy was invited to give a discussion to the Barangay San Roque, Lupon on February 5 and LGRRC Sillo at Barangay Arena Blanco on February 6, 2025. LGRRC Angie Centillas attended the orientation on KKI project on February 7, 2025 with the theme of resilience and empowerment for children in street situation. As per mandate, the DILG office continues to serve clients who are seeking technical assistance.
That's it for this week's DILG Layag Weekly Waves. This is John Hendrik Badiles. Good morning.
Buenos dias. This is 𝗟𝘆𝗴 𝗪𝗃𝗏𝗪𝗃𝗡. Welcome to Layag Weekly Waves. I will be presenting to you the highlights of DILG Isabela City Basilan for this week.
On February 6, 2025, LGRRC 𝗟𝘆𝗴 𝗪𝗃𝗏𝗪𝗃𝗡 represented the DILG Isabela City Field Office at the first Local Health Board meeting of the year. On February 7, 2025, si LGRRC Arnel Alvarez and LGRRC Ayla Pagayonan joined the entrance conference for the 2024 Seal of Good Local Governance. The conference gathered all department heads of the city government of Isabela to review the key requirements and assessment process for this prestigious award.
At iyan po ang mga balitang hatid namin ngayong linggo. Muli, manatiling nakatutok, makilahok at makialam. Samahan kami muli sa susunod na linggo ng mga kwento ng balita na mahalaga sa inyo. Ako si Riven, nag-iwan ng paalala na magkaisa tayo sa paglalayag tungo sa mas maunlad na bukas. Ito ang Layag Weekly Waves, ang inyong kaagapay sa kalaman at pagbabago, padayon sa paglayag, Rehiyon 9.